All right, guys, a fresh week, guys. Right back to it. MSI is building and brewing, ready to take over the DeFi scene by a landstorm. Currently in the process of transitioning itself from just a mere meme coin from back in July to a fully established marketing powerhouse of an altcoin. Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is DYOR. Now, before we begin, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and also notification bell for me, please, and thank you. Also, guys, do me a favor and smash the thumbs up, and also let me know what you think about MSI in the comments right down below. Now, here we are, guys. First things first, 5.7 million market cap. We have took a small bit of a dip, but actually that is very convenient because this is a perfect time to really start building a proper position, or you had to come back in and get back into your entry point. Well, I think you have a better entry point now than we've had literally since looking at the chart back in September the 19th. But as you can see, it's already in the process of inching itself back up, still sitting with almost 600K in liquidity and still hovering around 2,340 holders solid, and a DeFi volume of 200K with an overall volume of 658K on just the last 24 hours. It's been a slow day overall in this space, a slow week thus far to be exact. BTC and ETH has been sitting stagnant at their respective prices. ETH has took a small dip into the early 24s, but still maintaining itself quite steadily. And as we can see, MSI seems to be following the movement quite well. Now let's go over here and see exactly what they have going on. First things first, on the top of the page, an upcoming super space. Now, Pablo was talking about ticker trending, looking for 20 projects, right? Now check this out. They have a link to a space this Thursday, 10 p.m. 20 projects speaking and dropping alpha. They're going to have 2 minutes each with 3 open mic spots at the end. Of course, sponsored by Ticker Trending, hosted by Pablo Crow and Empress, featuring all the various projects. Another thing to touch base on, guys, check this out. What is going on here? Dragon Riders Media. They're about to drop a bombshell for MSI token and the community. Get ready for a shock heard across the entire space. Now, what are they bullish on? What is coming, right? What is going on? So we're seeing a lot of teasing going on, and I highly suggest if you're following MSI, you should probably also follow the developers page, Pablo Crow, because he also drops bombs on his page, sometimes even before he drops it on the main MSI page. That's a if you know type of thing. So I'm telling you, so that way you can know. Now, speaking of ticker trending, we know that it's going to be coming out before Christmas of this year, and already if we scroll up, we see, what are we looking at here? We are looking at a live preview from Ticker Trending showing that we are ahead of schedule for the major game-changing marketing platform. As you can see, look how smooth it's already running, and it's not even out yet, guys. We are way ahead schedule before Christmas. We are not even at Thanksgiving. We're not even in the month of Thanksgiving. And look at the progress that we're already seeing. And this was proof after just an hour prior to that. Today, on the MSI page, the dev posted that he was extra bullish waking up and that the team is ahead of the schedule with Ticker Trending. So usually when you hear these type of things from projects, that alone already generates a good amount of eyes for the holders that have been sitting down and holding themselves upright in their position. But when you come back an hour later and show us actual footage, live footage, and I'm not talking about not just a tester that we usually see that fits the Twitter format, but instead we are seeing it from a recording of an actual computer screen showing that this is in fact an actual platform to be used on your browser. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. We are ahead of schedule. We're in a very good consolidation point with a nice little dip, which even helps me out too, because sometimes, things hit a little corner. You have to take a little bit out. my biggest fear is, oh my gosh, what if by the time I get to put back into my bag, I lost my position because the price is high up? That's always a fear, right? That's why, these type of things, when you're on crucial moments like this and you have a dev that's working so diligently on a platform that is really going to set the tone for how everybody looks at MSI, not to mention a big chunk of that revenue coming back into the project, that is too many things compiling on top of each other to just cut and dry with a project like this, in my personal opinion. So when I see a price range in this range in the 19s, I'm like, this is solid. Because when you look at what's going on in the space, ETH is still sitting in the 24s, right? BTCs have a little bit of traction sitting up into the 62s. And more importantly, we're following ETH's movements. And that is the most important part here, guys. So a lot of things lining up. We are going to see what's going on next week, or even this weekend. Let's see what else. Let's see even what happens tomorrow, right? I mean, there's so many different things that Pablo keeps dropping on our head tops. At this point, you just got to wake up with just expectancy of like, okay, what's new? Because there's always something new. And man, I tell you, man, this is like a Twilight Zone type of a project. This is how I look at this project from my own personal point of view. So, man, do what you want with that information, guys. With that being said, folks, I'm Jazz Royce. Like always, I'm going to catch each and every one of you guys at the top.